Welcome back. We have finished doing yet another trade, and as you can see, Cholesterol is now a rock monster. And I am very happy to have him on the team. So yeah, Alakazam and Golem, they're both going to be permanent team members. They've earned their spot when they became a fully evolved Pokemon. Now I just have to get all the way through this. So yeah, last time I defeated these two trainers, and that other one's responsible for Cholesterol for having his final form so early. How can this guy tell what my Pokemon look like when they're all in my Pokeballs? In fact, he's really young, and he has a Growlithe. Wow, okay. This guy talks like a creeper. And here I thought Bite wouldn't do much because it's not super effective yet. How wrong was I? Oh, I've been holding that one in for quite a while. Come on, Cholesterol, let's do this. You look really weird as a Golem. And did I really miss? You have so much to learn, Cholesterol. And a lot of it has to do with not missing your attack. I got burnt. What is this nonsense? It shouldn't take 5 attempts just to land a hit, seriously. At least you got a critical, but... I'm sorry, Cholesterol, but why? Why do you tease? Are you another bug catcher? Well, if nothing else, props for actually evolving your Weedle. It's too bad that the other Butterfree person would beat you. Senseless. You have 2 Beedrills. Well, if his Butterfree doesn't have Confusion, which I'm positive it does, you probably would be okay. I agree. Yeah, it was a total waste of time. What were you thinking? Actually, there should be wild Pokemon here, right? A Rattata. In the words of in the words of Bug Trainer that we fought earlier, what a waste of time. Still good XP. Wait, yeah, it's still good XP though. What do you got? Go, my soup. Why are there still Bug Trainers here? I've seen enough of these things to last a lifetime. Okay, props to you for having a level 20 Caterpie, but I think I can top that. There was once there was this time where I left Metapod with that daycare guy. I got him out by the time I reached Elite 4. He was level 44. And all he had was Harden. I probably shouldn't have left him in the daycare for so long as a Metapod. But still, it was something worth remembering. Enough of these bug catchers, seriously. They've just had nothing but bugs. I've had enough of these trainers in general, actually, so if I can skip any of these, I'd be very glad to do that. Add like this really congested nugget. I sold a useless nugget for 5,000. That doesn't sound very useless at all. I heard ghosts haunt Lavender Town. Well, you probably heard wrong. The element types of Pokemon makes them stronger than some types and weaker than others. That is some amazing advice. Oak, where are you, Oak? This isn't the time to use that! Mochi, this isn't the time to use that! Seriously, where are your voice coming from? Oh, dear lord. Pokemon fight, ready, go. This place is, like, impossible to see in, because they made it, like, pitch black. I don't know who thought HMs were an idea, but they were an idea, but they were a bad one. If HMs didn't take up a move slot that you couldn't get rid of, I probably wouldn't have minded them so much. It's because you can't get rid of them in Gen 1 that bothers me. Am I really going to struggle with this thing? I guess the answer to that question is yes. How am I supposed to kill Slowpokes? For some reason, my attacks don't do a whole lot of damage, and well, throwing out Golem was pretty much a death sentence. Maybe I can get lucky. There we go, I got lucky. It really would not have done for me to lose Brace. Game over, man. Game over. I wonder if I can make it easier to see, but first things first, you need some HP. And so do you. Will this make it easier to see? No, that just kills my eyes. Well, I'm just gonna have to fumble around for a bit. You know, I would have gladly caught a Geodude here if not for the fact that it was much better to just catch one as soon as possible. He just made short work of everything that wasn't a special type attacker. If I'm lucky, I can probably avoid a whole lot of... Oh, I'm a Chop. I can probably avoid a whole lot of trainers here. I just have to hope I'm not in the wrong position and... Before this gets out of hand, repel. Oh, what? Okay, by using that item I could see a trainer here. A trainer that is apparently unavoidable. Okay. I have to say, it's back in Gen 1 where it was actually kind of easy to... Another Slowpoke. It's back in Gen 1 where it was actually quite easy to fumble around in the dark. With the exception of ledges, you could for the most part see everything. Yeah, I think the best way to kill this thing is to just spam Seismic Toss. May not be the highest level, but it's a surefire way to deal some damage. And with him, I'm probably going to keep Seismic Toss for quite a long time. Because I don't seem to have anything good for dealing with... Really? Okay, then what? Whatever, confusion. Well, that was exciting. Okay, so I guess there's no avoiding trainers, like, at all. They can somehow see in the dark. Or they're just all wearing night vision goggles or something. You know, if they're in a dark cave, they shouldn't be able to see you. Because, I mean, there are people who can't see me when I'm standing in front of them. So this person can see me when it's completely pitch black. Now that's just... that doesn't make any sense. But at least I have enough repels to get me through here. Of course, I could just walk in front of somebody I had no clue was there. There's another one of these guys. At least it's not another Slowpoke. Because it was really annoying dealing with that thing. Having to Seismic Toss it over and over and over again. If I can get Young Handler to it, or I can just get critical hits. I was about to say, like, if I can get Young Handler to a high enough level to get Psybeam, this would make things a lot easier. There's no point in trying to... or I could just walk... I was about to say there's no point in just fumbling into every wall. You can at least see where those are. But there's always that hidden trainer off to the side that somehow can see you. They clearly have night vision goggles. That's the only explanation. But once upon a time I was scared of Onyx. Once upon a time, I just one-shot him with Confusion at the end. That's a very interesting story. Cool story, bro. I am almost out. Let's run into another trainer I didn't see. Okay then, so after... well... darn it, what was I gonna say? I'm having a complete brain fart. After just murdering everything with Confusion, I have to admit, I was afraid that by skipping a bunch of trainers the way I did, that I was going to be underleveled. And those fears were, for the most part, unfounded when I was killing everything. But they sort of started when I kept seeing things like, say, Slowpokes. Like, one was level 25 or something. It's just ridiculous. Hello, Graveler. Your sprite doesn't make sense because you're supposed to have 4 arms and 2 legs. Instead, you look like Patrick Star when he got his face moved from his moved all the way down to his shorts. At least I'm almost out of here. This place isn't that big, but... and there's another trainer there, I bet. No? Okay. Oh, well... he was there, just not in the spot I remembered. It's just slightly further ahead. Why do I keep running into these trainers who all have the same Pokemon? It gets so repetitive. Oh, sweet. He finally learned Psybeam. Let's get rid of Teleport, because I don't need it. Dig sort of got rid of the need for Teleport. Well, maybe not, but I have a TM for it, so I don't really need it. Oddly enough, Teleport can be taught to an Onix, and... why? That was so dumb. If you want to win, you shouldn't commit suicide with your Pokemon. I recall there's like a bunch of Pokemon here. I'm gonna use some potions, because these things are basically useless at this point. I no longer need them. May as well make get some use out of it. Yeah, there's trainers on the edges of each, so just remember that, and you can skip them by going to the edge of the wall of each side. If you're using repels, you'll waste them, sure, but it'll help you out in the long run. Repel. Just a little bit more. And there's yet another trainer. You know, this part of the exit looks a lot like the entrance to Mount Moon from Pewter City side. Oh, hello there, Meowth. Lovely day we're having. Let's use our new move. Now that is awesome. I don't think there's like anything that I can encounter at this point in the game that can stop me. Now that I got Psybeam, like even if it were a Slowpoke, I could probably use it and still do some damage. I love that animation too. It's like this nice little beam, but the sound effects. That's one of the greatest things about the old days. You had to be creative with your sounds. A Max Ether, alright. Not that I'm going to need that. You know, I usually skip this guy, so why not battle him? What does he have? Cubone, Cubone's a fairly rare Pokemon. Nothing that you can't eventually find if you look in the right spot. Oh, I guess it's time to test my theory. Let's see how much damage I can do with Psybeam. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think there's anything that can stop me with how Alakazam's is leveling up. Because he's now easily my strongest Pokemon. Ghosts appeared in Pokemon Tower. I think they're the spirits of Pokemon that the Rockets killed. This town is known as the gravesite of Pokemon. Memorial services are held in Pokemon Tower. Do you believe in ghosts? Sure. After all, there's some ghost Pokemon inside, so why not, right? Right? Oh, my repel wore off. So sad. What do you have to say? I saw Cubone's mother die trying to escape from Team Rocket. Cubones wear skulls, right? People pay a lot of money for one. In the Pokédex entry, it says that it wears a skull of its mother. So does that mean that all Cubones are orphans and they or does that mean that they steal the skull from its mother and wear that? Because if so, then that means that they're child murderers right out of birth. That or thieves. Whichever you decide to look, or whichever way you look at it. A ramblin' gamblin' dude. I don't think we've encountered any gamblers yet. I think the first one you can is around Vermilion City. Yeah, it was definitely Vermilion City, like if I were to go right and then downward, the first guy I would see is a gambler. It's got some nice Pokemon though, a nice little Vulpix. Feel the power of my Psybeam, but still. Wow, you actually lived through that. Kudos. Seismic Toss. Your reward, you get to die painfully. This is a good place to go in Gold, Silver, and Crystal because Like, there are some Pokemon you can find in these little grass patches. You know, I don't think anyone ever searches these patches of grass for anything. Oh wow, Growlithe. That means that if I were to go here, I could find a Vulpix. In Pokemon Blue. This would be a nice place to get to go. It'd be like an early find. Mankey. I need something different. Go away. If I see you again, I'm confusing you. Good enough. I have like 29 Pokeballs. I should probably start using them. It's about time I caught this thing. And it had to take so long that I had to hear this stupid beep. You're lucky I didn't name you Slave. Transport R. There. I kinda needed to do this no matter how annoying it was. Not having a Pokemon that could fly was really bad. And here we have yet another underground tunnel. I'm not walking this bike. That is so much better. That didn't take anywhere near as long. What do you have to say? I heard a sleep Pokemon appeared near Celadon City. He's got the right idea. Sleep. However, he's got the wrong idea of where to do it. He chose to do it in the way. Oh, Pokemon Center.